The last time we were here was when I proposed to her. It seems like only yesterday. All I want to do now is show her that I'd marry her all over again.
Looking for the very best colour printer? Look. At Epson's bigger range of printers at better prices. Epson!
All superannuation funds are under the supervision of an industry watchdog. So the money you have in super should be well managed by the funds, now and in retirement.
Interlude in the heart of Queensland's Gold Coast. Marriott Surfers Paradise Resort is the ultimate in perfect holidays, surrounded by lush tropical gardens, heated lagoons and pool. Put yourself here in 5-star luxury for 3 nights, including breakfast and activities, for just $348 per person. If you're looking for the perfect backdrop for that perfect moment to show you care, then Marriott Surfers Paradise Resort has it all. Call your Queensland Government Travel Centre now for details.
Before women on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Before tie me up, tie me down. Before high heels and Kika, Pedro Almodovar made Pepi, Luci, Bom and the other girls. Pepi wants vengeance, Luci wants pain, Bom wants Luci, and the other girls just want to have fun.
Y ahora traigo aquí lo mejor en cocaínaza, anfetaminaza y buenos stuff.
The punk debut of an outrageous comic genius. Your cult movie on Saturday night at 10:15.
On 7 Days this week, French Ambassador Dominique Girard talks about bombs, boycotts and Bosnia. Join us after the news on Sunday at 7 p.m.
She knows what she wants to do, and she goes to the end of that, and she doesn't stop to think, you know, how is it seen by others, and she just goes straight, fanatically to the end, and she doesn't stop short.
Australian conductor Simone Young has taken the musical world by storm.
This is an ability which is outstanding. This is not a big talent, this is something more.
I get an enormous amount of pleasure and joy communicating emotion to a public.
The Young One, 8:30 Monday on Masterpiece.
Melanoma kills 3 Australians every day, and despite public education, its incidence continues to rise. Fortunately, early detection requires only simple surgery. But if a melanoma is left too long, it can lead to aggressive surgery, scarring, and even death. Research and education can reduce the number of Australians afflicted by melanoma and skin cancer. So please, send your donation to MASCRI at this address.
Hidden bargains, that's what it's all about. The game is all about finding hidden bargains. We're bargain hunters. It's amazing how investors can go in packs and they'll go for the trendy things and they'll ignore whole areas, and that's when we're bargain hunting. That's where we look. We're going to look where people aren't looking.
See your financial advisor or call BT.
field, there was just something almost eerie about it.
It's got a heartbeat and it's got a soul.
Struck again to finish off this test match.
Cricket was bloody hard work.
Despite the pain, the hurt, I mean, you just go for it.
I guess I had a slight advantage. I hated batsmen.
I would say that it was a thrilling match and a stroll down memory lane.
Test cricket is more about the crowd.
They are really what makes the game a success.
People at the MCG are the greatest people for following sport. You know, they were just in there with you.
The American Express card allows me to pay for everything.
It's like having a neighbour anywhere in Australia.
It's a must-have.
It's an institution.
The American Express card is welcomed at the MCG and other legendary places.
Good evening and welcome to Movie Legends. Our legend tonight was made in France in 1954 and became in its day one of the most original and suspenseful thrillers ever made in Europe. Les Diaboliques, or The Fiends, was the work of Henri-Georges Clouzot, who the previous year had made the tremendously successful suspense film The Wages of Fear. Les Diaboliques is based on a novel by Thomas Narcejac and Pierre Boileau, who also wrote the book From Amongst the Dead, which was used by Alfred Hitchcock as the basis for his great film Vertigo 4 years later. Les Diaboliques was so successful that it was very much imitated later in the 50s and 60s. And as you watch it tonight, remember that this suspense film was, above all, very original 41 years ago. The setting is a provincial town and a boarding school for small boys, which is run by a sadist played by Paul Maurice. For some time, this monstrous man has been humiliating his wife by having an open affair with a woman teacher, but now he's thrown her over too, and the women decide to take their revenge. But their murder plan doesn't work out the way they thought it would. Clouzot uses water very significantly throughout the film. The dirty water of the school swimming pool, bath water, a dripping tap. The women in the film are wonderful characters. Clouzot's wife, Vera Clouzot, plays the sadist's wife, and Simone Signoret on the left of this picture is the discarded mistress, and both give fine performances. Charles Vanel also appears as a dogged police inspector. Here it is then, one of the most celebrated suspense films ever made, Clouzot's Les Diaboliques.